Good morning, Tuesday tea drinkers. How are you on this morning? I'm a good. Hope you are good. Have you got your tea ready, your amaras, your popcorn, sweeties, chips, even wine if you want to. Right, because it's that time. I'm going to continue with The Lost Boys of Bird Island, and we're going to conclude it today. So, quickly, go and get that tea. See you, Nana. And welcome back. So you got your tea? Fantastic. Let's dive right into it. Last week, if you remember, I briefly covered the first 3 chapters of the book, which was because I hadn't completed it at the time. Of course, now I finished the book. Thanks to everyone for the messages and the comments about the book and for reminding me to avoid the spoilers, as many of you still reading the book. So I won't, and that's awesome that you're reading it. On another note, I also realized that this book had stirred some controversy. Some people believe it contains false information and slander against members of the South African government. However, I think it's important to read it and form your own opinion, as some of the details are thought-provoking. Today, let's just go over the outline of the book so I don't give any spoilers. And also, I'll choose a bit from the overview from Back to True Facts, and you can also form an opinion on that. So, The Lost Boys of Bird Island by Mark Minnie and Chris Steyn is a book that investigates a pedophile network involving prominent members of the apartheid-era South African government. The book, published in 2018, exposed the dark and disturbing activities that took place on Bird Island, where young boys were reportedly taken and subjected to horrific abuse by powerful individuals. The author, Mark Minnie, a former police detective, and Chris Steyn, an investigative journalist, pieced together evidence and testimonials from survivors and whistleblowers. They revealed how these high-ranking officials used their positions to exploit and harm vulnerable boys, and how the corruption was covered up for many, many years. So the book delves into emotional and physiological impact on the victims and the challenges faced by the investigators and the lengths to which the perpetrators went to conceal their crimes. It paints a chilling picture of abuse of power and the fight to bring hidden truths to light. The Lost Boys received significant attention and sparked widespread media coverage and public debate upon its release. However, it was eventually withdrawn from the market by its publishers, Tafelberg, in March 2020. An apology was issued to one of the implicated ministers. So you actually wonder about this. Was this whole book closed down? Well, it's not the right word. Just not allowed to be published anymore because there are true facts, or once again, is crime being covered up? Yeah, so like I say, crime being covered up. Maybe that's the wrong choice of words. But it makes you wonder, why in the first place was it published and all these names given, and now it's no longer, it was taken off the shelves and everybody was given an apology. What was the reason for that? It's a little bit like confusing for me. So if anybody understands it, please explain it to me. I would appreciate it. So as we go now into further details, on the 13th of August 2018, just days after the launch of the book, The Lost Boys of Bird Island, Mark Minnie was found dead from a gunshot wound on his friend's farm near Port Elizabeth. His co-author, Chris Stein, immediately claimed, and still does, that Minnie was assassinated either by a certain individual or someone instructed by him to prevent further revelations of the pedophile evidence against certain individuals. This claim, they say, was later proven to be another of her fabrications. I'm not going to say that she's wrong, she's right, nor am I going to say that the book people who produced the book who is right or wrong. But I do feel that Mark Minnie was a detective. He was in that line, and something happened. Something had to happen. As I say, I can't say it did happen because I was not there. But to try and bring something out in the open via a book, to me, shows sheer frustration that nobody's listening to you. You are trying to warn people and you just pushed away or brushed off. And sometimes you got to do what you got to do. If it proves to be wrong, then that's also another side of it. If they've given false information in good people, their reputations were ruined. So please read the book, form your opinion, and go do some research on Google about Stein and Minnie and this book, and think for yourself. What opinion do you form? And let me know. But other than that, please have a good Tuesday. And I'll be back next Tuesday with Tea Time. Something different. Have a good day now. Bye, everyone.